Nigeria problem by changing the personnels. Even in your mind, all you need right now to get rid of PDP, APC is that once Peter Obi comes in, brilliant. In fact, you are suggesting that you should pick a Kwakwanso, which is also a PDP stalwart. You don't care. But what you should care about is that even if you bring in, whether now your best, who is your best president or prime minister in the world, especially many of you have different parts of the world leaders to compare with, right? Who is your best? Bring them down to that Nigeria. You know why it will never fix and Peter Obi will never do anything is this. To fix Nigeria as you are planning to, you have to let those who come from northern Nigeria, decide and leave the type of a government they want. You cannot take that away from them, right? Now, the people from the eastern Nigeria, which is the eastern part, you should let them also what? Live the life and then the kind of governance they want as well, right? Now, you will have to let the people of the western Nigeria as well to decide how they want to also run their own affair, because the problem of Nigeria is just one. It is because they fused all of us together and everybody is trying to be in control of it. And that control center was taken to Abuja. So which means that before you can even get anything done in that your local community, you have to send somebody to that Abuja, somebody who also have to at least make friend, lick asses and beg, crawl and pretend to be friends in order to be seen and heard. And whatever is given to him or her, the system allowed him or her to take care of himself and his own family first. Then whatever is left, they bring that back to you. Pretty much nothing left. Because Nigeria is called robbing Peter to pay Paul. Right? Nigeria is a Robin Hood system. The people who put it together, they won't allow true federalism. You remember they are saying something about true federalism. True federalism means that you see this issue of insecurity, for example, that could have been decided a long time ago by the people of different communities because they would have put up a vote. Well, it should have been allowed in their own constitution if the people were, in fact, consulted before they wrote that their fraudulent 1999 constitution. So the issue of protection, security, farming, fishery, commerce, all those things, they would have been fully highlighted in that your trashy 1999 constitution. So, which means when any community comes under attack, they can resort into the armory and protect themselves. And guess what? If they are unable to protect themselves, it is then they can now request for the superior authority. What is the superior authority? After local government should be what? Should be the regional assembly. So if they allow the region and say, we are being overpowered by this, especially all these Yoruba land that share borders, all these indigenous people who shared borders across the fused and forced together contraption called Nigeria. If the law allowed them from the beginning to say, listen, you have the right to protect yourselves. In fact, you have the right to form your own small group of protector and then whatever you want to give to them under this licensed ammunition. That agreement should have been there. You see all these attacks. If the local communities are unable to weed off these marauders in a way, then they will reach out to the senior authority, which will be the region. The region can put together the regional regiment of army, yes, armed to the teeth, and they can go straight to the borders and get all these terrorists out. But if they will allow that, then the purpose of one Nigeria is going to be defeated. Do you understand that now? So they now forced the North, the South, to operate on a Robin Hood system of robbing the rich, the South, then distributing it, redistributing the stolen money, which is the resources, the tax, and everything they take from the southern Nigeria, on record, looted beyond anything, ruined the country beyond anything, ruined the people beyond anything you can describe. So they redistribute that. That is the purpose of all this wahala. So if you want to be president, they will say, "Ah, is he a Yoruba man or a Fulani man or a Hausa man or an Igbo man?" So the first thing they will identify you with is, what is your name? Abdullahi Adamu is a Fulani, Hausa Fulani. No, what is your name? Adekola Adegoroye is a Yoruba man. No, 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 no. I don't trust them. What is your name? Peter Obi. So they don't see if you have anything to offer per se. The first thing they see before anything else will be that. And that is a divided place that some of you are pretending doesn't exist. And Peter Obi is going to change all of that. And to those who are also speaking out, asking questions and all of that, remember, if Peter Obi become the president of Nigeria, he's not going to be the president of all the obedient follower alone, okay? Just like Bukuari is going to be president of everyone, and whatever he has to dish, the same system. Like I said, go and bring your best president from anywhere in the world and let them come back and operate that system. So that's why we said, apart from I want to give you electricity, I want to give you security, I want to give you anything. Nobody can give you any of this, not even Peter Obi, with that system that you have. Tell Peter Obi and everyone around him, and even all of you, if you really understand Nigeria very well, tell Peter Obi to tell his team to put together the true meaning of true federalism, okay? The one that doesn't give any power to the center beyond some agreed terms, and tell him and ask Peter Obi, even all of you can come out and say, how do you intend? Because you can't do all of that without trashing that 1999 constitution. And you can't trash that 1999 constitution without the consent of the Northern Nigeria who put it together. Yes, you can't. Because there is more to it than that pamphlet that is ruining everything. The insecurity in Nigeria, the poverty, the corruption, the police brutality, every other thing that you can see out there in Nigeria, everything, the genesis of it is that a trashy book. Because if power were evenly distributed in a true federalist state, okay, you won't have to take money from Lagos and distribute it to the rest of Nigeria. It simply means that, the people of Yoruba land would have to develop their own resources, both human and natural resources, and they will be responsible for the people of Yoruba land. They will be accountable to them. But today, many parts of Yoruba land right now are witness our forest to these attacks, like Princess once said. Princess and so many other people have said that so many of you are thinking that these attacks on us, this message of violence, this campaign of violence and death and bloodbath that you are witnessing right now in Yoruba land or any part of southern Nigeria, do you really think it's about land? Or no. It is about what is under the land, what is buried under that land. That is exactly what will make them kill and kill, and until they wipe every soul that is connected to any part of those geographically mapped places where those precious resources of Yoruba land, Igbo land, and everywhere are now under real target. And as people are saying, this is not even just about the Fulani terrorists in government in Nigeria. It is about the Fulani terrorists across Africa who converged in Abuja, and they said they want to discuss insecurity in Nigeria. But guess what? It is not about the land. It is about what is buried under that land. And 1999 Constitution guarantees the free flow of these terrorists across your border and unchecked. Ask Peter Obi, what is he going to do to ensure true federalism without breaking the Constitution? And how is he going to do that? Then you will understand that it is beyond, I am going to Egypt to go and study how to give you electricity. Because ordinarily, you don't need Peter Obi to give you electricity. If that fraudulent 1999 Constitution did not give that sole authority to the person who is the president of your country. You don't need any president to go and study electricity before you can have electricity in any community, in anywhere. Policy-wise, people have contributed, they have said it. Do you know why they won't let you do it? Because ordinarily, You can develop your own electricity chain in your own different states and resell them to the entire community of your, but you can't do that. If you generate any electricity to some certain degree, you have to connect it and sell it to Nigeria. Do you know why? Because most of those places where the generating plants and all that, where they are mostly in southern Nigeria. But you know, they are complaining that, well, before most of you are generating this new plant in southern Nigeria, Kainji Dam was first of those generating electricity for the rest of Nigeria. So they were sharing with you before all of you developed yours. However, the people who developed Kainji as far back as when? As far back as the 60s, now you don't have any of those rogues in northern Nigeria who want to develop another Kainji. Terrorists are even occupying Kainji as we speak. So if you generate any electricity anywhere in Nigeria, you have to connect it to the national grid. Then they have to transfer it to northern Nigeria to go and power villages, huts, hamlets, while your industries are running on diesel, running on petrol. To what? To an end user who is going to have to pay through his or her nose for the end for the product that are coming from your industry. So your industries are shutting down because they are running at loss because of a system that says you can't generate any electricity anywhere in Nigeria. You would have to connect it to the national grid. It is from the national grid that they can now redistribute it. You are allowed to generate it, but you can't really do it on your own. You have to connect it. Is that not backward? So you ask Peter Obi, what is he going to do? These are questions that even you yourselves could begin to know that. And when you begin to dig and do all of that, you will begin to understand why Nigeria never worked and it will never work. Those who are being sent to populate your assembly, those who actually should be there, looking into all of these things, breaking the monopoly, breaking that centralized power, because that is what is dividing everybody. So somebody can now say, Shebi, I gave you railway. Why can't Yoruba people develop the rail line? Tifnumbu has been constructing railway, blue line, metro rail in Lagos for how many years now? For 20 years. Yet Lagos State is generating more than 1 trillion naira. Half of that is going to Abuja every year. 1 trillion naira, more than 1 trillion naira. Yet Lagos couldn't construct and complete. But in a federal system, all of those things can be privatized and can be owned. But when they have turned many of your states to beggarly states, all they do is pay salary. And then when they want to have something to steal, they begin to grade your road and give you substandard road that are going to wash off in another few months, and then on and on and on and on, and that's how you live through it for 23 years. So if all of you will see why many, even though I shouldn't be mingling in your fracas, however, I realize that many of you were like now tearing Sowore apart, tearing him here and there. I could not tell yourself very well. Now I won't do election. We will be spectators. We are watching. Are you with me? We are spectators. But the same Sowore that you are tearing apart was among those who clearly also stated what and how he felt like you could have a real electricity without having to go and study anywhere. Me, I'm not an engineer, but I know that you don't need any special training to give anything. All you have is to give right policies. And with the way Nigeria is structured, with the way these people have partitioned Nigeria and gave you state, local government, state, and all of that, you can continue. You can even go and bring any prophet of your kind, or go and bring any kind of a man of anybody that you feel like is next to God to come and head Nigeria. They will lie to you, because the real thing is that there's nobody that should be promising you anything other than a policy change that starts from the fraudulent constitution And if you think that you can jump that over and then you will have a Peter Obi that will be giving order, you are lying to yourselves. So Sowore, I think it was Sowore that first through they were bombarding Showore's Facebook. Every time Sowore post anything, my friend, stop this nonsense. Go and support Peter Obi. Many of you, they take no for an answer. Well, the campaign never start to now go everybody go tear themselves as you want tear yourself. So I think it was Sowore that first that now responded and said, no, why would I go and join them? I think that's the statement he made.
Said that the Labour Party had become an orphanage for politicians that are homeless. It didn't take long before our man ran there when he became homeless. The Labour Party should not have in its company somebody who managed 13 months of strike, worker strike in Anambra State. The reason Obi left PDP was because they outplayed him with transactional politicking. Where is the structure of Labour Party? You should ask yourself. In 2019, the Labour Party presidential candidate got 5,000 votes. I was allocated 33,000 votes. So even if you want to look at structures, a structure that delivered 33,000 votes is probably better and bigger than that of 5,000 votes. The Labour Party and the Peter Obi people should come and join us. We are the ones who know how to stand up for you. You said you were governor of Anambra State. When you were governor, did you build any schools, universities that your children could attend? If the question is no, why are you lying? Did you build any hospitals in that state that you can go for treatment if you fall sick? If it is no, why are you lying? Did you do any quality roads? If it's no, why are you lying? I am not here to do ethnic politics. I'm not here to do religious politics. I'm here for the liberation of the Nigerian people.
Sure, you get now. So now all of us get bad mouth. So don't pretend that all of you are not using bad mouth on Sowore, even though that kind of came off, like it came out kind of off. Many people felt like Sowore shouldn't be the one to be making that kind of statement. Not now. You have called Sowore different names, but the truth of the matter is that Sowore has almost always been right. Most of the time, when you're going to find out, it's just going to be like you will never remember that I did tell you. But now all of us get bad mouths. All of you are saying bad, all of us get bad mouth. If you listen to so many people, if some people say some things, if they type some things and you picture it in your head, what they mean. And if you want to hear horrible things that people can say, go to Sowore's page. You will think it is Sowore that told that Emefiole to print. Okay, I'm even coming to that one. But obedient. I want you all to know that now all of us, the victim of the rotten Nigeria. And if all of you, if you are not keeping, if you decide that you are not keeping prisoners, you are not keeping prisoners, last, it will come be like a gang up. But it be like all of you said you've generated a 20 million vote already, or even 30. As it be so, I know if you advise you now, if you see Sowore, Tiara, but there's something I want you to know very well. A time that you needed people to actually keep the momentum of resistance in place. Many of you, when many of you were cozying and cozying to your different oppressors in PDP, in APC. Before NSAS, even after NSAS, when many of you are now causing back to some of these people, when you felt like, Sowore was there and he's been there. Even those who have said all manner of nonsense about Sowore, he's been there. When many of you moved on after NSAS, because so many of you are saying that the reason why you don't want anybody to say, to try anything with Obi, you have different departments. I heard you. I read that online, where you have different departments, violence department, diplomacy department, clinical department, and different departments. The answers, that is one of the reasons why many of you are angry with the system and you want to politicize your anger now to fight the system, whatever it's going to take. Omoyele Sowore, who called for that protest. Some of you don't even remember him now. You said he wanted to take glory. He's jealous. He's this and that. Waiting you said 2 years ago, NSAS, is what you are saying again. But guess what? When they brought their guns and they started shooting everybody, every one of you, and you ran away, Sowore is among the people who have been going to court to go and free so many of your comrade. When many of you moved on with your life, or many of you ran into your hole everywhere, this same Sowore was the one. And many people who received their freedom months after NSAS. It is this same Sowore. If they call her name, they abuse her, they do all of that. The guy is strong, I don't know. I don't know why he's interested in contesting and all of that again. I actually wanted to bring him back here someday and ask him, Sowore, why, which bit, you know what I mean? But he's an adult, he's man enough to make his own decision. So whatever you want to do with Sowore, now put poster out. But I just want you to remember that 5 people for the past 2 years now, almost 2 years now, five people, they are still in Agodi prison. It is this same Sowore that is organizing lawyers here and there for your comrade, though, that you did Aluta, NSAS 2.5, I mean, almost 2 years ago. So if all of you are catching feelings, I know many of you are former Goodluck Egbere Jolantan supporter who have not healed from 2015. Many people have tried to heal from 2015, but I know a lot of people will never heal. Whatever Sowore is to you, somehow, just remember that when this whole thing died down, many of those who are retweeting, resharing for you, and the likes of Sowore, they are the type who attend there anything and push for you, even after abusing and attacking him. You know what I mean? It's up to you. Whatever. So let me take a quick break and just say hi to our people who attended the 1 million man march in Brussels just yesterday, just to say hi. Hi there.
Give us Biafra. Thank you very much for coming here today. We are doing what we have to do.
Yes.
They must hear us.
Yes.
And they must know that we are here.
Yes.
Our case has been on for more than 50 years.
Yes.
It is time to take it serious.
Yes.
And we call upon the European Union and the European Parliament to take up the issue of the Biafran people.
Yes.
The genocide that is going on in Biafra land must stop.
Yes.
Therefore, great Biafra, we have made our point here. We will go to the place where they have given us the Great Biafra! Great Biafra!
Great!
Some said that it's all confusion. Somebody is asking me there that okay, I actually caught two comments. One on Facebook. One said, you presenter, you are a devil. You are against Peter Obi, Olori Ibu. I be devil. Anybody that is against Obi is a devil. In your book, we look at you. Now, many of you get mentor. Now, your mentor, they talk. Because you see that way you just talk, eh? That is the same thing a Tifnumbu boy will say. And they have said that to me. They said, you this Mayegun, you are a bastard. You are a devil. Why? Because I don't like Tifnumbu. I haven't even told you that I don't like. I told you I like you. I actually like you, but we look at you. They said that Peter B, after Peter B opened all the branches, as some of you are opening all these your mad branches, Peter B should also try and open comprehension page for all of you morons, because some of you are just dafties. We just they're go mugo. So you're gonna you this my green is a devil. Weary, a devil. Ask those who are also following Atifku. They will also say, this Mayegun is enemy of Nigeria. There is no name they haven't called me. Any weary. I don't care how you actually take it. So don't worry. We are now for year in this temple. As now they have all your own branches for all these things that are going on. Trust me. We also get branches here too. We also have our own violence department here in the Temple of Truth. So Kokori Bruku Song. There is no weary that is in your head that doesn't have any size here. We have different sizes here. If you are an old man, young woman, a man, a woman, wherever you are, we get different departments here too. So go open comprehension department. If we you have a place where they will be teaching you A, B, C, D. They say, is this one? No. Now, waiting it mean be this so before you all enter market like as you have been doing. Because most of the people who are actually raising points, they are raising good points in a way, genuinely. Nigeria has a way of, it's sad, isn't it? So if you really feels like I'm the devil, okay, now your turn, call me devil. So you open your eyes, you don't just follow the crowd. It doesn't make you, it just open your ears. Don't call it people who don't like what you like. Some people don't like it. So you need to know that. And some of you are actually adults. You see grown-up men. You don't like Peter Obi, you are enemy of Nigeria, Olofo. No be so you will they shout in 2015. Now every 4 years, some people are enemy of this, enemy of that. When you now do all your Oriburuku, when you finish with your Oriburuku, then you come back after a year, you start shouting, God, come and fight for us. So there are people who says that ask questions. You don't always, some of you are grown up, okay? Not be everybody be, you don't. Don't always be like that. No contaminate your children if you have been, and if you, some of you have advice anyway, some of you should not even try in any way to reproduce. Comprehension problem. It's just an issue on its own. So the second one is that, the second one there is that they said they want to do Muslim tickets. Muslim tickets. Does it really matter? Who among them can you say is actually a real Muslim or a real Christian if you have to put that into your political consideration? But they know how to press so many buttons in many of you. But anyway, let's cut the chase. There is a man that said, over my dead body, hear from himself.
So you are emphatically saying to Nigerians watching today that you will not.
I will not, and I said it, I will never
seek.
I will not even, it's not in the dream. I've never done any day, and that will not come.
To be vice president.
I will not. How will it be?
I just thought I should play that because his name is now popping up with that of Okowa to go and deputize Atifku. A lot of rumor is flying about. Same thing with Tifnumbu. So that Tifnumbu is probably going to be paired with Lalong, but they have warned them that there is no Christian. If anybody pick any deputy for Tifnumbu, and that deputy, that vice president is a Christian from northern Nigeria, they will never vote for him. So now they said that somebody just said they are trying to call on Bishop Kuka. But in my own way, right, I was reading something, right? Let me read that out. I was reading something and I'm like, if some of you actually really care, if you have a chance for real, you shouldn't even be in any way participating in any fraudulent election other than a possibility of staging an immediate, I'm just saying this now, an immediate revolution that will order for the arrest of all these rogues because of what they have done. They shouldn't even be putting a poster anywhere that they want to be anything at all, especially APC. I was checking. They said that, Nigeria debt right now is, they said Nigeria debt is somewhere around 45 trillion. And that's a little bit around the 92, $95 billion from 8 trillion in 2015. Then they said that's not all. Do you know that the Central Bank of Nigeria that has been printing money for Buhari, that they have printed over 17 trillion naira. This is not money borrowed anywhere. This is Central Bank printing money. After all the looted, returned loot, relooted. After all the borrowed, everything, right? Central Bank, Emefiole, printed over 17 trillion naira in 7 years for this Buhari's government. And guess what? It is like times, it is like times 3 or times 4, nearly times 3.5 of what the Central Bank of Nigeria has printed in 55 years. Make I give you the figure better. In 55 years, Central Bank do print money. They will print small money, they will give government how much they print, and you know what I mean now. Coded money, they call it backdoor money. Every time government make extra money, Central Bank will deduct that money and put it back and cover it. Inflation managed. Apart from the round-tripping deal that crashed and destroyed your naira, this is another scheme that Emefiole should be standing trial for treason. Bokwari should be standing trial for treason. Fake Pastor Ruga should be standing trial for treason. And if they are found guilty, they should face the life imprisonment. Life in jail, no parole, no discharge, no nothing. Maximum prison. Ajale, like, with what they have done to you. But many of you won't know. Or won't understand. You know, but you won't understand. Comprehension. Criminals, 17 trillion. They said in 55 years, since 1960 to 2015, Nigeria Central Bank has printed 600 billion naira. 55 years. So if you put all the money that they printed and gave to government before this APC, 600 billion naira. But from 2015 to 2022, Central Bank Emefiole has printed over 17 trillion naira, coded and borrowed Buhari. Guess what they were using the money for? Because Nigeria is broke. They are using the money to augment payment of salaries. They are using the money to balance some of the states so that they too can try and pay half salaries. You are broke. You are done for. 99% of your revenue, whether money from crude oil, whether money from taxes, so in Nigeria today, 99% of your money is going into debt servicing. What does that mean? It means that when you pay your tax in Nigeria, 99% of that tax they are taking from you. is going into debt servicing, not payment to servicing, so that the increase, the extra, lapo, you borrow lapo. If you not pay on time, it go increase, then you pay the increase. That is what they are using the 99% of the revenue in Nigeria. Alaye, in 7 years. So now you have the poverty capital of the world. You have the terrorist capital of Africa. You have the most corrupt nation in the entire Africa. Terrorists everywhere. Because they have crushed and crushed you. They wrote a 2022 budget this year. They don't even have the money. In that budget, they budgeted 15 point something trillion naira. 15 trillion. They don't get money. So they plan to go and take loan, to go and borrow, to finance the budget that they wrote there, that they are going to fix Aso Rock, change the Pampas, change the what do you call it, the old people's toilet, and all those things that they want to change this syringe, change this and that in the Aso Rock clinic and all of that. All those nonsense they put in that budget, they have no money. They will go and borrow it. So they said the money they will gain from the entire country for this 2022, they were looking for 5 trillion naira. Now they have a budget of 15.7 or 15 point something trillion. Then from nowhere, subsidy came into it. People who couldn't build refinery, they are going to spend about 4 trillion to 5 trillion on subsidy in 1 year. They don't have the money. What did they do? They put it, they added it to the budget, and they decided to go and borrow it. Now the debt of Nigeria is going to cross 100 trillion naira by the time they are done. Then you ask yourself, how are you actually coming to actually recover from that? And when? And then when you look at I haven't seen that of Peter Obi manifesto, so I'm going to confess that, but I'm saying it to you right now. The system dragged and drenched us in debt. There's no plan for our future. There's nothing for our children. There's absolute nothing. And then somebody's going to come and tell you, I'm going to give you job. I'm going to give you this and that by saving money and all of that. The money is there. We'll find it and we'll save it. That's what Peter B will tell you. And that's all you want to hear. But when people ask technically, tell us, this is what is on ground. Tell us how you're going to actually breach this. Minding this, the religious fanatics who actually put this together for their own interest. Minding the corrupt military who are also in bed with terrorists and making money from this. Minding those who are also the religious clerics up north and south who are also milking this division in their own interest and all of that. Bridging all of this and then putting a policy together that will actually make that happen. Something that you would love to read, he knows what to do. Like they told you, Bokwari knew what he was going to do. He was going to employ people that are smart, this and that, and here you are today. I'm not comparing Bokwari to anybody. I don't think there's anybody worse in this life as worse as Bokwari and his team, Pastor Ruga and the rest of them. But it is Nigeria. You can only produce the worst. Is that not what the place is all about? That is why many of us are saying, if any serious candidate from anywhere says he loves Nigeria so much, if you watching me right now even understands Nigeria very well, you understand that each region would have to operate on their own, in their own terms, in order to meet up their people's real need, your need, education, healthcare, and the rest of that. You can be able to actually participate in your own politics right there and choose your representatives. A system that allows you to actually kick them out the way some of you think you could do if you elect anybody or pretend to have elected anybody in Nigeria. Oh, if he doesn't perform, we'll kick them out. You can't kick them out because the system picks them, not you. You only validates them. And that's how it works. But when you put everybody back into the true, real federal system of government, where everyone indeed can actually, if any of them can come out and prove and say that publicly, then you will see many of us who will say, okay, yeah, let's see how is it going to be. because we know they can't. You know why they can't? They would have to lie about it. They would have to hide a lot of things and pretty much just give you the flowery statement about all of this and bury this deep division, bury them inside their nonsense manifesto. And you, once you read the headline, you go along with it. And like they say, buyer's remorse at the end of the day. So I am saying buyer beware, and that is why many of us are not going to be part of it. And we are also going to campaign. Sowore says he wants to be president, Abby, and some of you want to hit him raw, Abby. Some of us are going to also, indeed put a lot of money into this awareness and enlightenment right there in the heartland of Yoruba land in the coming, weeks and months that will lead there to your charade election. Okay, like I said, you are not our enemy. As you are lying to yourselves and pushing your agenda here and there, and you are ignoring all of the red flags and all of that, enjoy it. I just want you to know something. Not be everybody be your enemy, because we are coming, and our own enlightenment is not going to be about voting, because we know some of our own brothers and sisters who have actually followed the crowd right now. They've signed up for the PVC and the rest of that. So we are coming too. So you would have to deal with some of us and it's going to be like that everywhere as well. So if anybody says they love Nigeria, they will come out boldly and deliver a keynote policy formulation or manifesto that will give us the roadmap, the roadway into breaking Nigeria along the same ethnic, religious, and then whatever it is that everybody want to live with, and let everyone develop in their own pace. But if you are jumping up and down for Peter Obi because Peter Obi is going to come and make one Nigeria, you are not telling yourselves the truth. And guess what? You are going to find out soon as well. So enjoy it while it lasts. I'm going to take a quick break, and then when I get back, I'll take a few calls. So I hope I'll get some of these obedient guys to come in and enlighten us a bit. Tell us what we don't know. Well, as it is, I don't know which Nigeria they want to. You are probably trying to help them keep together from January to June. No. NNPC and some of these oil companies in Nigeria, they haven't remitted over $62 billion. Imagine if you manage to get that from your 90-something billion debt. Do you know what that is going to relieve? It's going to bring to the people that have been impoverished because of these rogues who dragged them into a generational indebtedness. You're not paying attention. Continue to listen to promises. Like I said, give me a moment. Let me top my tea. And when I get back, I won't come listen to some of you as well. But don't worry, before I go, right, remember you should like that video and then share it if you haven't. When I get back, I'll start taking a few calls. So here I come.